Okay. Sweet. Can you turn that down so I don't get any feedback, please? There she is, Miss America. See this, Shannon, right here? That's me using brow gel. I didn't bleach my brows using toothpaste. But I did do pink and purple eyeshadow today and get called a clown. That was fun. And of course, my Moosey. My Moosey's here. He's keeping me company. There he is. No, I did not bleach them. Mom's here. She's just not saying anything. No, YouTube notifications are notoriously slow. So did you let your daughter fix her brows with your hair dye, or are you going to make her suffer? I meant to ask you that when I had you on the phone. Hey, Catherine. Nice. Our moms would have made us suffer. Catherine, if you could share this in the Discord, that'd be great. Good thing she knows how to do her brows. Hold on one second. Please hold, exactly. Hi, Karina. Karina, I forgot to go on Instagram and share the link. Would you mind doing that? If you mind, it's not a big deal. Thank you, Catherine. Lashes are getting in the way of the glasses. One would say, okay, take off the lashes. And I say, nope, move the glasses. I want this to reach far and wide. And Catherine and I, we see each other. We see each other. You've got friends, but friends that don't care about what's going on YouTube, much less coming out of my mouth. Can you share this on Instagram? I forgot to share the link out on my Instagram before I went live. Karina. You do too have friends. so don't lie. All I'm going to say is one thing, one name. Jen. Oh, you're the best, Karina. You're in my heart, girl. Hi, Shell Story. How are you? Welcome to my channel. I'm Tanya Elizabeth. Hi. Me too. Me too, Mickey. Share it in the Discord. I should have put in hashtags. It would have hit. Damn it. That's all right. I'll fix it after. I'm going to wait for Karina to come back and then we can start. Hey, DC. That's another one of my girls. Dr. Shelock. I love your name, by the way. Doctor Who is the shit. Emotional damage incoming. Girl, we all have the emotional damage. It's how we channel it. Me personally, I take it out on YouTube. I share way too much on the internet. I'm well, thank you. I don't have my son's fidget spinner, so I'm clicking a pen, which you guys probably can hear, so I'm going to stop. Hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Salarum Gamer. Hey, DC, could you do me a huge favor and share this in Erin and Julie's Discord? What's the lip shade tonight? It's the Maybelline Lifter Gloss and Crystal. My eyes are going. I'm old. That's it right there. It's a bronzy color. I like it. Hey, Christy. There's my girl. Oh, God. That's crazy. Ed Gain level shit with this guy. Ooh. That's no bueno. All right, we're going to take a puppy break before anything starts. Oliver just had a bath. And he smells good. He hates being cuddled, but he loves lip gloss. Huh. Huh. Oliver getting his YouTube debut. He is so cute, isn't he? Yeah. You're a good boy. Come here, Nips. You want to be on YouTube? You want to be YouTube famous? Oh, thank you. This is Libby. The floofs. That's Libby. Isn't she beautiful? And then we've got the Mr. Moose back here, who's just chilling. You're the best, DC. I owe you. Wait to see if I'm going to get anybody else, and then we can start. Because I got some shit to say about Little Miss Katie Joy. I got a lot to say about Katie Joy. These my babies. Well, they're my mom's dogs, but they're my babies too. Except for the kitty. The kitty don't mind. I'm with her. Yeah, this here. Yes, I share a room with my son. We have a bunk bed. But he doesn't sleep in it. He'd much rather camp in the other room when I spent $300 on this 100% memory foam bamboo bullshit mattress for the cat to sleep on it. Yeah, I'm kind of salty about that. I want to see something. Hold on. Oh, I can't mod from here. I can only put the people in timeout. Okay. The floofs. Now they're sitting here on my floor begging for me to throw a bone. Okay, I'll get it after I have my phone on D&D so that my phone doesn't ding with Discord notifications. Because we've been talking about another guy. Hey, LA gangster. How you doing? How's it going in LA? Gangsta break now. No. Thank you. Not into a gangster break, but hey, if that's how you roll, you do you, boo. Can I go to their channels from here? No. Well, that sucks. There, I gave you a gangsta break. Zero? Okay, thank you. All right. 22 in here. Let's roll. Let's roll with the good bean footage. But I don't have that yet because I don't have Chromebook. Anyway, so who here is familiar with Katie Joy? Put a 1 in the chat. If you are not familiar, hey Janet. If you are not familiar with Katie Joy, put a 2 in the chat. Hi, Mandy May. If I even get, okay, you're not familiar with her. Okay, Katie Joy is a commentary YouTuber who has been in, let's see, 1, 2, 3 lawsuits. 2 for your spouse? Okay, well, she's been sued 3 different times. 3. All for slander. All for slander because she does a lot of this. But see, the thing is about Katie Joy, she's all smoke and no roast. Because what she'll do, and like she did with Sophie Long, was flip-flop. Because we're going to talk a bit about the Vaughn McCrae case in regards to Katie Joy. Now, I don't follow her on Facebook. I didn't even know she was on Facebook. Okay? All I know is that she got shadow banned from Instagram, and I could not have been happier because of the amount of vitriol she was spreading on that app. The internet can be an awesome place. I've met some of my closest friends on the internet. And it's how I keep in contact with my best friend. Okay? I love the internet. I love YouTube. However, there is a stark difference between loving what you're doing and loving what it can bring and lying about it. Isn't that the lady that came out in support of Dre? Of Dre, is it? It's yes, it's the same. It's the same woman that is now in support of Dre after calling her a murderer. I'll let that sink in because this shit's gonna get me heated. Not heated with any of y'all, but it will. It straight up burns my biscuits. So I'll let you sit on that. Yes, she is now on the side of Dre after calling her a murderer. She did the same exact thing in the Sophie Long case. How many of you remember that? And some of her describing trauma, she looks gleeful. Absolutely. And it's abhorrent. After what I was tagged in today to go and look at and to share with another creator, it fired me up to the point where I was like, yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm going live tonight. We're going to talk shit. We're going to talk shit about Katie Joy. Not even talking shit, it's talking truth. Because I've been not a stan of hers, but I've watched her content for at least 3 years now. Okay. And it was mainly for Duggar content. I watched her for the Duggar content. And now that he's in jail, there's no more content. Leave these people alone. If they're in a cult, they're in a cult. And if they're happy and they're not hurting anybody, leave them the fuck alone. Is the IBLP a piece of shit? Absolutely. Is, what is it called? The AIT, the school that they had? Yes, it's disgusting. But leave the Duggars alone. They are in it. They are not the head of it. Leave Anna alone. Leave Jill, Jessa, Ginger, all of the Duggars alone. Janet says, narcissists not diagnosing, but just calling out behavior, tell on themselves and accuse people of doing something that they're doing. That being said, she accuses Molly Golightly of being paid by Letitia, but how do we not know that she isn't being paid by Dre? Fair point. Chrissy says, I've never watched Katie Joy, but I feel like I know more about her than I want to. Unfortunately, I know a lot about her. Like I said, I've been watching her content for 3 years. I saw her lie about Tati Westbrook. I saw her lying about Todd Chrisley. I saw her lying about 7M. I watched it all. She did YouTube videos on it. That's how she makes her bread. And as soon as the tide starts going towards, she's going to get found out, guess what happens? She flips to the other side. She's swearing up and down that she's not being sued. How is it that she's not being sued when there are court filings present? That constitutes a lawsuit. DC says IBLP instituted basic life principles. Karina says, I heard about her with the Micah Stafford case. That's true, Mickey. You aren't missing much. Dave says, just so you know, I only posted your link for a rank up. Shh, don't tell Janet or Charlene. I won't tell them, I promise. Erin and Julie's Discords are lit. If you guys are not at least subscribed to Julie Joe and Erin B's BIES, please do so. They are amazing creators, and I love them so much, and they are becoming great colleagues, and I would do anything for them to help them. You have to be a paid member to get into these Discords, sweetheart. Hi, Jess. They are off the chain. They are pretty lit. They are fun. Definitely keeps my phones going. Karina, you got to get on Discord, girl. That's where do you think I get all this information from? Is Discord. And with the guy that I'm going to be talking about next, I'm pretty sure Mr. Dominic Izzo, you're next on my hit parade, motherfucker. You done fucked with the wrong people, as far as I'm concerned. You want to try to intimidate people and run people off and be a disgusting pig, try to do that to me. Anyway, so Chrissy says, I just can't get on the Discord train. I don't need yet another distraction on my phone. Dave says, I started watching Katie Joyless just on YouTube, and she honestly didn't seem too bad at first. Then I got to see her IG persona. Holy shit. Uh-huh. And that's who she really is. Let's cut the bullshit right here and right now. How she was on Instagram and how she is on Facebook, that's who this bitch really is. And if you would not mind, please, 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 whoever is available on social media, please share this on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you may and wherever you can, please share, because I want this to spread far and wide. Oh my God, Dominic, he's a fucking douche canoe. Izzo has been a treat. Well, I have a group text with them, so I keep forgetting to join the Discord. You got to join the Discord, Karina. But Katie Joyless, Without a Pot to Piss In, which was my favorite from Dustin and Nick, by the way. Two other awesome creators. If it weren't for Nick, I wouldn't have the amount of subscribers I have right now. And that's Nick Snyder and Dustin Daly. Two amazing people. She is batshit crazy. But here's the thing. I am too. So what happens when batshit crazy and batshit crazy go hand in hand? They collide. And she is done fucked with the wrong one, as far as I'm concerned. We're going to touch on the Chelsea drama just a little bit, because I don't want this to be about Chelsea. Because Chelsea can handle herself. She doesn't need me out on these streets to hang out for her. But let me tell you something. Chelsea extended a professional courtesy, if you would, about, hi, Sarah. How are you? She extended a personal courtesy to her, a professional one, not personal, stating that she was going to do a deep dive on her. She's going to do a video on her. And it was listing all of the different controversies she's been in. And she didn't even get through a lot of the major ones. It was little bullshit piddly ones. And let me tell you, when I say she went thermonuclear about this, Katie Joy has done post upon post upon post, written posts about Chelsea, that she's involved with all of these trolls, this, that, and the third, video posts, trying to intimidate Chelsea. Let me tell you something about Chelsea. She can't be intimidated. I went to her and I said, I don't think it's a good idea that you do a video on her. I really don't. Because she likes to dox people. And I know how Chelsea is about her privacy. And to be quite frank, I know how Katie Joy is. And for Katie Joy to react the way that she did in regards to Chelsea extending a professional courtesy to her with not one, not two, not three, but 4 different emails. Whoop, my camera's there. 4 different emails about this. She's got a screw loose. Okay, we're not dealing with someone that plays by the rules and doesn't go real life. That's why I didn't want Chelsea to do it, because I know how Katie Joy reacts. She doesn't take a minute, take a beat. As Emily G. Baker says, taste the words that are on your tongue before you spit them out. Okay? And I'm going to say this here right now. No ad hominem attacks, no name calling. That's how you lose an argument. And if I see it, I'll bounce you myself. These are pure facts. Okay. Odd said, wait, did Without a Crystal Ball lose a shit ton of subs? I have no idea. I have my theories about her sub count, but I'm not going to listen there because it's speculation. Janet says KJ is freaking out and obviously doesn't want something or some things to get out. Very true. That could be true. Again, most of the stream is going to be speculation. I personally think she buys her subs. There, I said it. I think she buys her subs and I think she buys her followers. And she buys views because her views have been tanking ever since Josh Duggar got arrested. Catherine says, oh, hold on. Just got a text message. Hold on. I'm sorry. It's about my son. He went to a friend's house. Sorry about that. The woman doesn't just have a screw loose. She's got 10 screws. 3 are loose. 1's on the floor and the other 6 are missing. Oh, thank you, DC. Because I've looked at her social blade and it looks to me like she buys her subscribers. And if she doesn't buy them, someone is, because she'll lose a bunch. Yeah, he's just coming home. He went over to a friend's house and he's walking home. Which reminds me, I got to get up and shut my door real quick because otherwise he's going to come in here and he is not allowed on the internet. He's 9. Hey, the moose. Okay. Okay, he's got a Ninja Turtle toy with him too. That's great. Okay. The douche canoe screws are rattling so loose. She had 230K yesterday. Everything's fine. He just went over to a friend's house after dinner. We had a late dinner. So I said he could go over as long as he ate all of his dinner, and he did. So I'm a mom of my word. Janet says, but I seriously think she's panicking about Chelsea doing this deep dive and freaking out. And when a crazy person freaks out, they do very irrational, more irrational than normal for KJ shit. Let me digest that for a second. It's not anything that hasn't already been said, okay? Chelsea will not state something as fact unless she has evidence to prove it as a fact. The only thing that I can prove as fact, and you can Google this yourselves, are these lawsuits, the 7M lawsuit, the Todd Chrisley lawsuit, and the Tati Westbrook lawsuit. She swears up and down she won because there was no slander or defamation. Excuse me, slander is written. No defamation. But she settled out of court right before they filed. All right, DC says something happened on 7/25 on her YouTube account. She gained a chunk of followers on 7, 10, 11, 12, and 18. That's what I'm talking about. I've watched. This was about 6 months ago, and something very similar happened on her channel. Hi, Anthony Hetrick. Karina says, yeah, I'm scared for her too. People are fucking crazy. I'm not scared for her. Nobody's going to show up at her house. Nobody's going to show up to her husband's job. Because if they did, that'd be really dumb. I mean, really dumb. Oh, Moose is leaving. Yes, please hit the like button. I forgot to say that. I'm such a bad YouTuber. That's okay, Karina. And she lost a chunk of followers on Instagram. How many? Does it say? Janet says, you and I both know that, but KJ is unhinged and doesn't know that and probably thinking the worst or more delusional shit. But here's the thing, though. Hey, Sophie. It's all good. We're talking about Katie Joy without a crystal ball. Because she's unhinged. That's just my speculation that she buys followers and views. Because you can buy all the followers and subscribers that you want. It doesn't matter about the subscriber count. It's all about the view. Like, I'm doing lives and I'm going to start posting more actual recorded content. It's going to be one-shot takes until I can get myself a Chromebook. But it's about the watch time. I'm going to be honest with you, Dave, and I'm not even joking. I swear to God, if anybody were to go after Chelsea or her husband, Wiggum would tear them apart. He may act like a big old pussy on, and sleep all day, but that's his mom and dad. He would fuck some shit up, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay. DC says she was at 87,148 and is now at 86,990. Looking on Facebook now. Okay. Look at this. I've got my own little researcher. And she's not little. She's big in my heart. And she's doing this for me. I love DC. She's good people. And if you are not subscribed to DC's channel, please do so. She has me come on her channel all the time. She does live content, recorded content. Girl. Mickey, if you've ever seen Chelsea, she's got a straight EB. The biggest puss you've ever met in your life. Bigger puss than Viper. And Viper would fuck you up if you fucked with his family. Same thing with Coco. Janet says, oh, DC, I have my alarm set for 3 a.m., so I'll be about 30 minutes late. Christy says, like the stream, y'all. I'm online, baby. I'll be done in a little bit. I know. No, I'm online right now, Sean. DC is the best, and we all must protect her at all costs. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's why Dominic Izzo's next on my shit list. He went after JJ and DC. No fly, guy. Janet says, Karina, I wasn't calling him a pussy. I was laughing at Dave. No, I called Wiggum a pussy. Because he posts behind her. But I'm telling you, if she ever felt threatened, I can almost guarantee you he would attack. DC, people talking about her has dropped in half. Was at 16K and is below 8K now, still gaining followers. So she dropped by half. How many is she gaining? Is it an even number? Like, let's say 224. Like big chunks like that. because what people will do is to throw off the YouTube bots for a little while. Okay, Totters. Whatever. Whatever you say. Welcome to my channel where we talk about fuckery. But my big point and my big takeaway is that I have personally witnessed Katie Joy on her YouTube channel, not Instagram. Hi, Linda. How are you? Not Instagram, not Facebook. Lying on all these people. My old self is heading to bed. Have a busy next few days, as you know, but I know. Was nice chatting with you all. Give you know who a hug for me and tell him I love him and I'm proud of him. What in the holy God green earth are you talking about, Totters? Okay, I just need to make sure I still have a wrench in here. Catherine, are you still here? I don't know. I don't know who that is and lying. Okay, you're making absolutely no sense, Totters. So if you would like to clarify, that would be great. Um, hold on 1 second. In order to do that, I gotta, hold on. Oh, Catherine's back. Okay. I will mod you, DC. Let me go grab something. Hold on. I'll be right back. Whoop. I shut my mic. I shut my camera off. Didn't shut my mic off. That was really smart. Okay. Mickey got him. I wasn't sure. He was being really weird. Had to let the dog out and get whisked. Okay. Hey, that's cool. Everybody's got a life, bro. I feel you. I just gotta log into my channel. The Song of the Floofs. Yes, I'm sorry. DC, you missed the Floofs earlier. I had. Whoop. Song of the Floofs. I had a big fuzzy floof up here, and then my two floofs were in the beginning of the video, of the chat. All right, let's see, DC. As a moderator. All right, cool. You're a mod now. Oh, you know what, Karina? I'm going to mod you too. All right, so I got my mom and y'all, Catherine, DC, and Karina. And Mickey too, but she has to go to bed because she's lame. No, I'm just kidding. She's got a lot going on. Aw. Hi, Katie. That's my girl. Katie. Anyway, but we know one thing's for sure, right? She settled with Tati Westbrook, probably just to find out the information. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. My son, diabetes sucks. We know she settled with Tati. And yes, I was playing with eyeliner in the back of my hand. Sued by Tati Westbrook, settled out of court. Sued by Todd Chrisley, still pending. Sued by 7M, still pending. Right? Well, unfortunately, settled is not winning. Abso-freaking-lutely. Thank you for saying the quiet thing out loud. What did Dave say? Has anyone else know the sex bots are crazy busy in everyone's lives at the moment? What's with that? Actually, I can tell you what's with that. They go based off of the algorithm who's getting the most hits. Because there are people who actually will click those stupid links. But that's why I try to keep a decent amount of mods here, and every single one of y'all I trust implicitly. So thank you so much for putting up with my bullshit. Oh, thank you, Jess. If I run out of mods being here because they have to go do real life things, I will for sure mod you. But no, I'm sick of her bullshit. There we go. The heart for Jess. Detective Jess. Good, how are you? Las Aventuras del Lempita. Tati only settled because she gave up her source like a true Reuters reporter. Right. Yeah, let's talk about that. Dave just said the quiet thing out loud. I'm not claiming to be a journalist. I'm not claiming to even take journalism classes. Hubby's on nights. His mom's picking him up in the mornings, and I don't work until 11 a.m., so what the fuck else am I going to do? Right on. Hey, I've been there. I think I only have Janet and JJ, so I'll take you up on that, Jess, and likewise. Aww. Yay. But Dave said the quiet thing out loud. She's still claiming to be a journalist, right? Bitch, you are a glorified fucking blogger. Journalists have integrity. Journalists act appropriately. Journalists, true journalists, would rather go to jail than give up their source. All right, Janet. Good night. Much love. Love you. Right at you, girl. Katie says, for real, if anyone needs mod help, hit me up too. I get bored easy and have lengthy mod resume if needed. I'll be there for you. There we go. That's my singing. Journalists do have rules to follow. And a journalist would much rather sit in jail for days on end, weeks on end, months on end, than ever give up a source. All it took Katie was a few $1,000s. Well, more than a few $1,000s to give up her source. She has no journalistic integrity. The journalists these days don't have a journalistic integrity either, unless you're working for, a small independent newspaper. They don't have integrity. If you're talking about a New York Times reporter, those fuckers would sell their source up the river if it kept their asses out of jail, okay? That's how I feel about that. But Katie Joy is nothing but a glorified fucking blogger. Her lies started way back when she was blogging, way before her YouTube channel about Tati Westbrook and her husband. And there's a reason why I don't name the spouses of the creator, because the creator is the one who's a public figure, right? I'm placing myself out as a public figure. My mother's not a public figure. My father's not a public figure. My son's not a public figure. Chelsea's husband, not a public figure. Tati Westbrook's husband, not a public figure. Leave them the fuck out of it. She has gone to great lengths to research people's family history. Mom, dad, brother, sister. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. I try to go live as early as I can, realistically. Because if I would have tried to go at 8 o'clock, all hell would have broken loose. Because we had a late dinner. Because I babysat late. But thank you for coming. Please give it a like. And if you have not hit that bell button, please do. I greatly appreciate it. It will let you know eventually when I'm live and I post new content. This is bringing joy to my night. I only have one day off on my new work schedule and I get to spend it getting my fucking breaks done. That sucks. That right there is some bullshit. And I want to speak to your manager. Jessica says, I've been reading my high school live journal and I'm like, oh my God, journalism was my life. Me too. Me too. But we didn't have that back in my day. And I sound super old right now. Karina says, my husband, not a public figure. Bring him or my son into some mess and you're going to fuck around and find out. Exactly. Find out how gangster can actually be when you fuck with someone's kids or their husband. I don't have a husband, so there's that. Unless someone knows someone who's really hot and loaded that would like to take me out, I'm down. All right, so what do you guys think? With Chelsea probably dropping her deep dive on her this week, how nuclear on a scale of 1 to fuckery is Katie Joy going to be when this thing drops? Including her stands, and I'm going to talk about her stands in a minute. Catherine says, I don't give a fuck if you come for me, but if you fuck with my husband or my parents, I will cut a bitch. Amen to that, sister. The reason why I'm protecting my family and I'm protecting especially Sean is because we've already been doxxed. That's why I have a strong dislike for Katie Joy. Because she has been known and has been proven to dox people. She did it to Tati Westbrook's husband and his sisters. Like, who does, bro, who does that? Who legitimately would take their time away from their family, spend all day on the internet? Like, okay, the internet is my hobby right now. Would I love for it to be my job? Absolutely. That's why I'm going to try to make a real go of this, right? Hence the reason why I'm doing commentary content, because my perspective is coming from someone who lived a life of before social media and after. So part of my life, there was no such thing as social media. We didn't have, the closest thing I ever had to social media when I was growing up, when the internet finally came into people's houses, was AIM. And even then, I would reinstall it, take it off before my dad got home from work, and then reinstall it when he left for work again. So I could talk to my friends. But he didn't want it on his computer. That was the closest thing I had to social media for a long time. DEFCON red. If only I had the lights, right? Maybe I should get some of them smart lights and light up my bed. That would be lit, actually. Same babe, same. Doxing is not a fucking game. Maybe not. She wasn't afraid of Emily D. Baker. Emily D. Baker didn't do a deep dive on her dress. That's the whole thing. She covered a case that she was involved in. She didn't talk about her past. She didn't talk about how she doxed Tati. She didn't do any of that. She talked about just the facts of the case. She read the case and then moved on. I'd love to make money off of YouTube right now. I'm doing the best I can editing until I can get a laptop I can edit on. Same girl, same. Hi, Kyle. What's the matter? All right. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay. I mean, I think if they see Cece's level-headed approach, some people will snap out of it. I have to disagree. Unfortunately, I have to disagree with you on that one, Karina, because there have been level-headed people like Emily G. Baker who just covers the facts. You know, I just realized that this is up way too high. I'm sorry, y'all. I filmed the video and the perspective was different. Thank you, DC. Much love. I don't like people doing self-promotion on my channel. That's kind of fucked up and rude. You don't walk into someone's house and shit on their carpet. That's what I consider self-promotion. You want me to shout you out? I'll shout you out, bro, but come on. Emily G. Baker got doxxed either by KJ's followers or one of the lawsuits she was reading about. Emily got doxxed. Let me see if I remember this. Let me see if I can remember this. I think it was by the person that allegedly doxxed Katie Joy. Allegedly. Speculation. Okay. Allegedly, it was done by the same person. Yeah, sub to Catherine's channel if you guys aren't subbed to her already. Why not? She does some cool content. Katie says, Emily has the balls to do what she does, and I love it. I love Emily G. Baker with my whole heart. I love her and her purple hair. But the stands are what let me word this correctly. The stands are what is going to destroy Katie Joy, because she weaponizes her following. She sensationalizes stories, and then it's like throwing the rock and hiding your hand. Like, bitch, I just saw you throw that rock. No, I didn't. I don't have a rock in my hand. You're welcome, Catherine. Much love to you. You're one of my friends, Catherine. You're one of my friends. Emily is bae, okay? Emily is bae. That's why I dyed my hair purple. You can't tell, but it's purple. I'm fine, Andrew. How are you? But her stands are what is gonna be her undoing. Because these are the people who will go out and dox people, who will go and bully and harass. And I mean straight up targeted harassment. What do we need mods for, Dave? Oh, thank you, Patricia. Nice to see you. I'm Tanya. My favorite color is pink. That's a really weird question to ask someone in the middle of a live stream, bro. Patricia, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button down there, that'd be awesome. And the bell button, because it'll let you know every time I go live or post new content eventually. All right. You know what? Hold on. Gosh darn it, Dave. Darn you, Dave. Say something so I can mod you. Damn it, Dave. There. There you go. If we're handing out wrenches, hold on. Aw, thank you, Patricia. Just say something in the chat. Dave is the Jedi chat master, 3-star diamond top pyramid cult performer. Amen. We're all in a cult on Aaron B's and JJ's channel. There. Whoops. There we go. Dave is a nightmare, but we all love him. Dave's got a wrench. Now, rules for my mods real quick. My mom already knows the rules, but rules for my mods, unless they are literally spamming the chat or being like super inappropriate, just time them out and I will take care of it. 9 times out of 10, when you time someone out, they leave. They're not going to continue to spam the chat. My dog Harper is telling me she's going to waste away into nothing if I don't cuddle her right the fuck now. My dog's scratching at my door. But it's the stands that I'm most worried about in the comment section. It's the stands that I'm most worried about in the live chats. It's the stands that I'm worried about on Twitter and on Instagram and apparently Facebook that I've now got to subscribe to watch the shit show. So many wrenches. We love wrenches. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Jess. Perfect, DC. I don't want to ban anybody from the channel. I'm in Australia. What the heck time is it over there? It's 11 a.m. in Western Australia. It is 10 p.m. It is 10:04, I think. 10:03. 10:03 p.m. I'm going to be getting off of here very shortly because I don't want this to run more than like an hour and a half. I'm already at 58 minutes. So, all right, Christy, I love you. Thank you. Hi, Shauna. Karina, did I not give you a wrench? Yes, I did give you a wrench. I'll talk to her, Karina. Hey, heading to bed. Got to rise for work tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shilaku. Thank you for coming by. Much appreciated. I will take any amount of time that you guys have. I don't want to keep you guys up super late either. I am great, Shauna. How are you? I love you. One of my Massachusetts people that I didn't get to meet before I moved. So sad. Just means she's got to come down here. But no, I'm at the point now with Katie Joy that I don't watch any of her content. She is that vile to me. She has, now this is just speculation, but from what I've been made aware of with the doxing has involved children. The only thing that I can honestly say that I don't condone that has been done to her is swatting, which happened to me. Hi, nice to meet you. And DCF calls. And again, hi, nice to meet you. Happened to me too. I have her to auto download if she goes live on Instagram, but I don't have the same kind of programs for Facebook. I'm wondering if there is a program like that for Facebook. I'm going to lower this one more time so it doesn't look like I'm looking up at y'all and looking at my double chin. Nope, I got to come this way. Moving right along. Now my head's cut off. Let me see if I can scoot back a little bit. There we go. Now I don't look like just a talking head. Excuse me. She doesn't even bother going live on Instagram anymore, DC. Yeah, I've been swatted. Not like full SWAT gear swatted, but I've had the police called on me a couple of times. Thank you, Shauna. Me neither. We get enough KJ fuckery with another vids. No views for her. Win-win. Absolutely. But my whole thing is that you don't get, you might, I don't know how it works on Facebook to be monetized on Facebook. Do you get paid per view or do you get paid by like super chat? Because remember back in the day, Sean, I used to be monetized. Now I got to get 4,000 watch hours in 1 year to get monetized. So I'm trying to go live at least twice a week and have at least one recorded video. Tiny Elizabeth, do you and your parents use a VPN? I don't have a VPN. That's on my list after a Chromebook is a VPN. Patricia Paul says, I don't understand how people think their behavior is okay and they just get to do something so abhorrent and then just move on. After Blue did that to Karina, it still makes me beyond mad. That's how I met Karina, was because of the situation with Blue. I'm just saying. If it weren't for that situation, I wouldn't have one of my closest friends right now. Shauna says, that's hard to do. Just have to be consistent. You know how to do it. You've been there before and you can get there again. That's what I'm trying to do, sweetheart. I am trying like hell. I'm even posting more on Instagram. Like, what's wrong with me? Ugh. But that situation with Blue was fucked up. And I will cut a bitch if anybody ever does that to Karina. DC says, I have a spare laptop. It's a gaming laptop if you want to see if you would like to use it until you get a Chromebook. Oh my God, DC. Hit me up in DM. We'll talk. Hooray for muscle relaxers. Woo! My goal is 110 subs by the end of the year. That is an awesome goal to have. Please, if you guys aren't subscribed, just throw my girl Catherine a subscription. We want to get her watch time up, obviously, but she's got to hit 1,000 subscribers first before we can even think about watch time. Dave says, yep, fucking with Arbina. Oh, hell fucking no. And Karina says, and you were there for me the whole time, checked on me multiple times a day. Love you, bish. I love you, bish. I love you, bish. Shauna says, see, I'm not familiar with Insta or Facebook, so I don't know how to get monetized on those places. Well, on Instagram, you don't get monetized per post. It's usually an ad. Listen, you can hit an algorithm at any time, Catherine, and that will, like that. Because I got a shout out from Nick Snyder back when he had a smaller channel, The Viewer's Voice, which it was the Nick Snyder channel that he was on. Very rarely used Viewer's Voice except to do like fun hangouts. You remember those days, Shauna? And he shouted me out on Periscope and I got 1,000 subscribers in less than a month. Because he kept on shouting me out because I was covering Nina Santiago content. Should have kept up with that because that was commentary content and I didn't. Patricia Paul, it was amazing to see how many creators rallied hard around Karina afterwards. It was awesome. It really was. I'm glad I found this community of people in the commentary world, this sect of the commentary world, because you've got the sect of like Keemstar, who's a fucking douchebag, and Katie Joy, who's a douche canoe. So, and yes, I just ad hominem. I don't give a fuck because Katie Joy is a douche canoe. She is. She's a vile human being. She will allow herself to be canceled, so there's no point in calling for her cancellation because there's no point. She's not going to allow herself, because that's the only way you can be canceled is if you allow yourself to be canceled, right? So there goes that. I don't want anybody to ever lose their platform or to lose their voice. That's fucked up. But I want people, I especially want Katie Joy to use her platform more responsibly. We have a responsibility as content creators, not as, not to control our audience, because that's not the point, because we can't control what other people do. But we can also make sure that we don't weaponize our following to get them to do our bidding. So that way we can throw the rock and hide the hand really fast and nobody would see it coming. Oh my God, Catherine, I can't be friends with you. You liked Keemstar. Ew. She's a toxic piece of mess. Absolutely. Jessica says, I always say I love our community within this movement. Absolutely. There's certain creators who have created their own little sub communities of people that are just there to support and have fun. And I really appreciate that because it's given me a safe space to start doing this again. I love YouTube. I love Instagram, as stupid as that is. But yo, with Keemstar and KJ, Dave, we're gonna talk about that in a second. We're gonna I got you. I got you, boo. Hey, it's cool, Karina. Sean's still awake. I don't even care. Hi, Courtney. We have to get up early, so I gotta end this soon anyway. But we are going to talk about this. Keemstar calling out KJ. How fucking bad do you have to be for that douche to call you out? What did she do? Let's prove facts with facts here, people. You can Google it. Google is your friend. She went and got Keemstar's tax liens. I'll say it again. She went and got Keemstar's tax liens. Shauna says, my meds are kicking in, hun, so I'm going to lay down, but I'm glad to see you live more. It makes me happy. Good night, everyone. Bye, Shauna. I love you. Karina says, I love YouTube and IG, but people be making me want to pull a Kayla and just vanish. That makes me sad. Don't say that. I'm sad for Kayla, too. I don't know where she is. Listen, there's no such thing as little Jess. And if you guys are on Instagram, Auntie Lushy is Jessica here. Go and follow her. Her content is fire. It is so funny. Well, Catherine, you got to listen. I am starting to use I've got to start using my Facebook more. I've got to peel back. I'm going to start a second Facebook, one that is just for friends and family, that is completely private. And the one that I have now is going to be the one that I go live on, the one that I go and post on, the one about YouTube, about Instagram. That's the one I'm going to use because it's got the most following on it. But that's the whole point. You've got to branch out in order to gain. We miss Kayla. Kayla, if you're watching this somewhere, we love and miss you. Please come back. At least let Karina know you're okay, because I know you're really close with Karina. This is just a little shout out to Kayla. Kayla knows who she is on YouTube. And I'm having a brain fart as to what her channel is right now. But Safe Talk, Safe Space is her channel. What, Carl Henry? I am on YouTube. Okay, you're on YouTube. That's great. Good for you, bro. So am I. But Jess has fire content on Instagram, and her analytics are solid. You want some solid reel content, you want some reels, you want some laughs, you want stories that are good, go and follow Auntie Lushy, Auntie, Auntie Lushy on Instagram. She has got fire content. Fire. And don't you dare say any different, Jessica. There's no downplaying anything in my chat. Okay. I love Kayla. She inspired one of my first reels. I was thinking about Kayla this morning while cleaning. I found yet another pot of essential oil. How much of that shit did I buy? I know. I've never bought, I'm going to be honest. We're going to switch gears to MLM real quick before we start about Keemstar. I never got into the oil thing when I first had my son. Thank God, because I had people up my ass about essential oils this and essential oils that, and coconut oil is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I did the coconut oil thing, but I did not fall victim to doTERRA or Young Living. Thank the flying spaghetti monster. DC says, yeah, it was just a timeout. I thought they were self-promoting. Sorry, twitchy fingers. It's fine. If he wasn't and he comes back and he says, what the fuck? I'll be like, yo, it looked like you were doing a self-promo. Peace, brother. It's all good. It's gravy. We ain't gonna have no drama up in this chat. Hell no. I've lived that life. No, thank you. That's why I have as many mods as I do. All right, so Keemstar, Katie Joy, this is what happened. I was in this live stream, so if Katie Joy ever comes across this video, bitch, I was there. She was talking about, I want to say Sophie Long. I can't remember if it was Sophie Long or not. So we're going to speculate as to it being about Sophie Long. And she was getting a bunch of shit in the chat. And Keemstar came in and like gave her props and was like, yo, you're doing a damn thing. You're doing a good job, blah, blah, blah. Shouted her out. She was like fangirling over fucking Keemstar of all goddamn people. Sorry, Mom. But Keemstar is a fuckstick. I can't stand, oh God, I can't stand him. Anyway, I don't hate him because I don't know him. I literally can't stand him. And if he were to go off of YouTube today, YouTube would be a better place, in my opinion. But something happened, and Katie Joy and Keemstar had this like little falling out. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm not going to speculate. But they had a little bit of a falling out where Keemstar called Katie Joy out. Oh, wait. He sent her a super chat. He sent her money. It was like $50 or $100. He sent her money and said, way to go. You're doing a great job. This whole thing. Okay. They had a falling out. And he was like, I sent you a super chat. I was trying to be nice. People were telling me about your content. I liked your content. Now you're being an asshole. I'm paraphrasing. Well, Katie Joy took that, ran with it, beat it into the ground a little bit, picked it up, spit on it, and then doxed Keemstar for his tax liens. From my mouth to God's ears, may he strike me dead right now if I'm lying. I'll wait. And I even said GG. And he's still not striking me down. So what does that tell you? Oh, Dave, you and me both. Now I know why we're besties. Circle K, anytime. Anytime, Circle K. But that's the crux of the matter. And the funny thing is that let's round this out going back to Chelsea real quick. Chelsea didn't even talk to her about the Keemstar thing. Chelsea didn't talk to her about the Michael Long story. And the only story that she's truly calling her out for is the Vaughn McRae situation. where she was calling this woman a murderer at one side of her mouth and then kissing her ass on the other. Make it make sense, please. Can someone make it make sense? Because I can't make tail nor hide of it, let alone walk away saying, okay, I think I can understand that. Am I frozen? Nobody said anything. I hope I'm not frozen. Okay, there it is. That is so wild. I bet she spent that money to... Girl, you know she spent that coin. Knowing my luck, I'd get sponsored by McDonald's after I quit. That would be so funny. And you better share some McNuggets. That's the only thing I ever get from McDonald's is the chicken McNuggets. I don't get anything else. All right, I'm good. Awesome. Thank God, because I didn't see the chat rolling. I'm like, oh my God, I'm talking to myself. Have to head off, my beautiful people. Someone copy me the link when the sex bots finally get here. Boo, I got you. Oh, I did freeze for a second? Okay. It's probably because I've got a smart TV. My mom's running her iPad, running my channel for me. And I've got her phone. And my son's got his iPad. Not an iPad, but Kindle. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm quitting. I can sing when I try. Believe it or not. I used to sing. I sang for almost 12 years. All through school. I was with the choir, and then I started smoking, and well, that went down the shitter. I'm going to have to tell my story about Karina or Catherine. Remind me to talk about my recovery story. Because I think that's important too. Hi, Mrs. Tanya's mom. We love you. Aw, yay. People love my mommy. She's the best. She is the best mommy. I don't know what I would do without her. I really don't. She quite literally will hand my son anything to get me for him to not try to get on the internet. And I was in my old church's choir, but I still sound like a drowning chicken. Oh my God, would you stop? Thank you, Karina. Would you stop it? Unless you're joking and you're being self-deprecating, then fine. But I don't want to hear anybody dogging themselves out because it's not cool. Everybody's voice needs to be heard if they want it to be heard. Let's circle this back at Katie Joy. Katie Joy, on the other hand, if she can't keep the truth in her mouth, should be silenced. In my opinion. This is my opinion. Because she's lied about so many different people and so many different things. And what's really, really, really shitty is the fact that this is the behavior she's teaching her own child. This is the behavior that she's showing her fans that's acceptable. Karina says, as long as you sing with heart, that's all that matters, Catherine. And Jessica says, I'm trying really hard to not downplay myself. Girl, what did I say? Your content is fire. I'm telling you this right now. The Cheetos with the bathing suit in a beach chair made me die. It was so funny the way you did it. And you did it in a self-deprecating, but in a positive way. I'm trying to lead with empathy from this point forward, because if I have to talk about Katie Joy again, I may just pull my hair out. I would not have a lot more free time on my hands, Mom. Would you stop? I know. When is the pool party? Because I'm down. I am so down for that pool party. I'd rock my bathing suit. Karina, you'd be happy. I spent $3 on a crop top today, and I'm actually wearing it with my jeans. And I went out in public with it on. Did not take a picture of it. Maybe tomorrow, if I'm feeling cute, as cute as I felt today, even though someone called me a fucking clown, which kind of hurt my feelings. Not gonna lie. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Katie Joy is going to go completely unhinged, or is she going and keep her rabid followers at bay? Or do we think she's going to weaponize her following yet again to attack Chelsea, attack me, attack anybody who talks about Katie Joy? What do you guys think? Thank you, Karina. I do have feelings, though. I mean, I think this came out cute. Camera doesn't really do it justice with the glitter, but it's almost like a Harley Quinn look with purple instead of black, because the pink is more of a pinky red. But it took me a long time to do it. It took me like an hour. And that was with a little girl playing with my other palette upstairs, man. We call this upstairs because we live in a 3-bedroom, single floor apartment. This is upstairs. This is where the kids hang out. I'm the cool mom, by the way. I'm the one the kids want to be with all the time. But what do y'all think? I really, truly want to know. Because I'm going to be here for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to call it a night. Karina says, I think for sure she'll weaponize her subscribers. I mean, allegedly, she's done it before. Yes, you will have to come to Texas for a pool party, bitch. I've got the pool. I've got the pool. Let's have it. I mean it. Let's get Erin. Let's get JJ, because JJ's here too. I'll come to where I live. I'm not going to dox myself. I almost did it. But if you follow me on Instagram, you already know, because I tagged my location like an idiot a couple of times. I didn't realize it was on. And I doxed myself, but it was a general location. No, Karina's not. I have the pool. Let's bring the party. And everybody wear 2-piece bathing suits and tell Dominic Izzo to suck a dick. Dominic, I'm going to look into your lawsuit, by the way, buddy. Just so you know. I'm going to look into your lawsuit. You fucking pig. He's another one I'll add hominem because he went after JJ and it wasn't fair. And then he went after DC, which was like so uncool. I'd say hold it here with me, but nobody wants to come. No, I am not going to Iowa. I'm sorry, babe. I love you, but you will never catch my ass in Iowa. I would, you know what, Karina? I might just do that. Because Claude's a bitch. Claude's the one who triggered me the other day and almost made me purge. I didn't tell anybody that, but I was real close after seeing that post. But then I saw how DC and Cheryl and Amber and Jen all came together and said this isn't okay, and she got slammed for it, and then you and Amber got on and slammed her for it. Yeah, she triggered me with that post and I almost purged. What's in Iowa? Fun fact. Here in Iowa, hogs outnumber people. Well, I don't do wild animals, bro. That's why I live in the city. My mom wants to move out to the fucking boondocks, and I'm like, no, there's wild hogs. I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm good. Let's stay on the outskirts of the city where we have land and it feels like we're in the country, but we're not going with the banjos. We're not doing that. Sorry. I like my city too much. I grew up in a city. I'm good. Karina says, oh shit, I don't do wild animals. So yeah, I'm good. Me too. No offense. No offense, Catherine. Oh, no, we have wild boars and coyotes. I actually have coyotes that live in the woods that are across the street from where I live, and they like to eat the neighborhood cats. So that's always fun. Bish, don't be letting no self-centered scamming ass broad get you down. Oh no, I'm gonna be honest. It hit me in the feels really bad, and then I saw you guys lift everybody up with what you guys were saying, and I felt okay. I didn't purge. That was the most important part. Pacific Northwest is amazing, and we have fun legal things. I know you have fun legal things, and we're working on the same fun legal things here in Texas, but I have a pool where my mother can exercise and be comfortable for a little while. And it's something for my son to do that doesn't cost me any money. Karina says, Bish, don't be letting no self-centered scamming ass broad get you down. Stop finding games until someone hears a banjo. Fuck out of here with that girl. I know, right? No. You do not want to fuck with them. No, you don't fuck with them boars. Okay. We're going to close it out with this because I'm at an hour and 28 minutes. There are people who will go and buy or get puppies off of Craigslist to use them as boar bait. Okay? I don't fuck with boars. I don't fuck with them at all. Karina says, Jessica, I've been wanting to visit Seattle. That is like my ideal weather. I can get down with Seattle in the fall where it's not rainy. But as soon as it starts raining all the time, I've got fibromyalgia, bitch. I can't deal with the rain all like that. I can't. My body's barely tolerating the heat that we've been having. I can't handle the cold. That's why I moved to Texas. My mom, her back, can't handle the cold. She couldn't go outside for 9 months out of the year back in Massachusetts. So there's that. I'm from Oregon coast, so I feel ya. There you go. Yes. Karina, you know that. You've lived here your entire life. You know that they use them as boar bait, which is super sad. I actually had to rehome a dog that I had gotten off of Craigslist. I had said that the rehoming fee was going to be $100 because no boar hunter is going to pay $100 for bait. Hold on, Moose. I'm almost done. And when I met the family, they showed me pictures of their farm and all their dogs and how all their dogs, like they had like 6 dogs, lived in the house with them. I was like, here you go. Here's the dog. They're like, here's your $100. I'm like, nope, just take the dog and go buy the dog more toys. That's all I ask. So I wanted to make sure you guys weren't boar hunters using my dog as bait. You didn't know that? Too hot. No wonder why people are getting crazy here. You would think Katie Joy lived in Texas then. We don't got weed to level out the crazy. But if we get weed, people would be a lot nicer. Get on it, Austin. We need weed. Katie Joy needs some weed in her life. She needs some THC, some edibles to calm that down, to woosah. I can't believe you didn't know that, Karina. I make it big on YouTube, so I'm gonna move to Colorado. I spent the summer there and fell in love. I heard Colorado is beautiful. I think my mom went and visited Colorado once when she was in high school. But I am at an hour and 30 minutes, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I would love to continue this longer. I really would, because this is some really good content, but I don't know if anybody would hang out for a 2-hour podcast, a 2-hour long live stream. What do you guys think? Should we end it or should we continue and have a little kiki and then go to bed? Why is the chat freezing like this? I don't understand. I know people are talking. Okay, here we go. Catherine, our June was perfect and in the 60s. See, that's too cold for me, bro. More specifically, Durango, Colorado. I miss it every day. Oh, but Indito, you wouldn't be near me. I'd move to Colorado in a heartbeat, though. Not really, because they get snow. I can't deal with the snow, man. I really can't get down with snow. I hate snow. I moved from New England. I hate the snow. Greena says, I have to plan out content and give some love to my plant babies now that the human baby is down. Okay. Right on. And my cat needs into the room anyway, and Sean needs to get ready for bed. So, all right, y'all. What we'll do is this. We'll do a part 2 of this tomorrow night. How about that? We'll do a part 2 where we'll talk about KJ some more. KJ and other random internet happenings. We'll even talk about Elamir, Claude. We'll talk about toxic diet culture. We'll talk about it all. How's that sound? Same time, same bat channel, or should we shoot for 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, and 6 o'clock Pacific. I don't know my time zones anymore. Don't hate me. Love you. Talk to you tomorrow, bish. Bye, my dudes. Oh, for sure. That would be fire. I'll let Karina for sure tomorrow. We can fire bet. I'll talk to you tomorrow about it. All right, dudes and dudettes and gays, days and she's and people and all my lovely, lovely, lovely people that have subscribed that maybe have been lurking, didn't feel comfortable leaving a comment. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification because that will notify you when I'm live and when I post new recorded content. And I say eventually because let's face it, YouTube kind of sucks in that regard. But I love YouTube. Don't take away my possible chance of monetization after I hit 4,000 watch hours. Okay, with that being said, that guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. We'll do a part 2 tomorrow, and maybe I can get a comment from Chelsea, see what she wants to say about it, or not. Hit that like button, y'all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.